Well, Tommy, obviously, got in the end zone in a key situation the other day. What was that like for you to get in there in some meaningful time and make a big play?
It was pretty great. I just want to help contribute to the team and do whatever I can when I get in the game. I think Brett does an outstanding job, and I just came in and was able to run the power and get in the end zone.
Obviously, you bring a little different dimension there. Is that something you're hoping to maybe be able to use here the last couple of weeks and get involved a little bit?
Whatever's going to help us win. I mean, the coaches do a great job getting us prepared, giving us the looks and everything like that. So, yeah.
What's the last, several months been like for you? The battle, obviously, for QB, and then, Ryan gets it, and then he goes down, and you get in there for a little bit, and then Brett all of a sudden takes over. What's it kind of been like the last couple of months?
It's been great. A lot of competition in practice. And we're all good friends, so we've all been pushing each other, working hard. And I think every day I go out there, I try to push hard and prepare myself and Brett to get ready in the games.
Had they? Did you go into that game knowing at some point that play was going to get called, or had you guys prepped it for a while, or what was kind of?
Yeah, we prepped it and we ran it in practice a couple times, and it looked pretty good. So put it in the game, and I was excited to get in there and contribute.
The playing time you've gotten this year, how much more comfortable have you gotten to be able to go in those kind of situations?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot more comfortable. When I went in against Idaho State, that was my first time going in the game, so it was pretty nerve-wracking. I was going crazy here, so that was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Just disappointing at all, maybe that you, after that kind of happened, that then Brett kind of passed you up, and how do you kind of look at the playing time you've gotten, and do you a little disappointed maybe that you didn't get more of a shot? Or
No, I'm not disappointed. I think Brett's done a great job since he's come in there, and I'm just prepared to go in when I have to go in, and so I just try to prepare every week like I'm going to be the starter in case I have to go in the game and do something like that.
How do you think you've played so far in that Idaho State game and then the other limited times you've gotten in there?
I think I've done a good job. I try to get first downs, try to move the ball, and try to put points on the board. So
we don't get to see you play a whole bunch because we're not at practice. What is your game like? How would you kind of describe your style of play?
I would kind of describe it as kind of like a run around, move out of the pocket, scramble, do things like that. But I also feel a lot more comfortable being in the pocket since I got here. The coaching staff's done a great job with me, kind of getting me used to playing inside the pocket and throwing down the field and stuff like that, rather than when I came here, I was kind of a guy who just tried to get out of the pocket and run around the whole time.
How big of an adjustment has that been for you to go to that style?
It's been a adjustment, but everything you kind of have to grow and change your game to play Division I football. You're not playing high school football anymore, and you're not playing junior college football. Division I's a big step up from that. So,
how has that gone since if you just think back to when you committed here and you came here? How's your time here been? And I know you put up some big numbers there. I don't know what your expectations were here for, what you might playing time wise and stuff. But what's it been like, and how happy are you that you being here?
I love being here. I love Boise, Idaho. I think it's a great town. I met my girlfriend here, who I live with, so she loves it too. So I think Boise's been great for me. I've kind of grown up, seen myself grow up here. I came in 20 years old, 22 years old now, and just looking forward to the future.
It seemed like there was some uncertainty last year about whether you would redshirt or not. Given the transition you had to make, work out for you that you redshirted and get a little more time on the back end?
Yeah, redshirting was great for me. I got to get stronger and bigger, and that's a big thing playing quarterback in Division I. You got to be big enough to take the hits and strong enough to be able to hold on to the ball when you run with it. So I think that was a great adjustment for me.
The quarterback room is still pretty young and still pretty inexperienced. What is this group like? What's kind of the chemistry in that group?
I think it's a great group. Everybody has a great personality. If you're talking about Ripon or Ogle or Upshaw or Finley, I think we all stick together and we all kind of try to do things as a cohesive unit. And we all do film study together. So I think that people have different things they see and pick things out, and then that helps Brett out a lot. So
usually most position groups, you got a senior that everybody kind of looks to for guidance. What been a little different, kind of learning all together at the same time a little bit?
Well, yeah, last year Grant did a great job, and he had a lot of senior leadership, and I think Finley and I and Ogle and Upshaw, who were in there last year, kind of tried to transcend that into this year's room, and I think we're doing a great job as a group, just sticking together.
What was the from your eyes, what was the competition like going back to February and then spring ball and just all four of you guys battling it out?
Yeah, it was a great competition. Everybody had some great days, and I just was happy. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be contributing. And it was a hard-fought battle, and Finley beat us out. So,
as you guys look at the offense, in the last couple of weeks, obviously it hasn't gone as well. What do you guys need to do to execute this thing better?
I think we're executing pretty well, actually. We get the good looks in practice. We kind of see everything that we see in the game in practice, as well as on the film. If we're not going to see something in practice, we see it in the film room. So I think we're prepared and we're ready to go.
with Brett being a freshman, what's maybe surprised you or impressed you most about the season he's had so far?
I'd say his intelligence. He can pick things out, and he kind of sees things on the field that, I mean, you would expect for a senior to see, but not really a true freshman. And I think he does a great job. He throws the ball well, and recently he's been running really well too. He got a couple first downs last game, so that was pretty cool to see too.
Give us some pointers on the running game.
You mentioned getting in the end zone. I mean, in the Idaho State game, it was kind of a blowout. I mean, the game the other day was a meaningful moment when they decided to put you in there.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you, that you got that opportunity and then to come through and actually get in the end zone?
Well, yeah, that was really special for me, and it kind of showed me that the coaches have confidence in me and what I can do. So, I mean, I was pretty blessed to get in there at the time, and great blocking by the offensive line. I just followed Steven and Mario and then cut back in the end zone. So, it was good.